Hello everyone, welcome back to another JMC Bytes. This is a quite touchy subject. We're going to talk about grief. There are 15 or more verses that specifically talk about this subject. Most people, when you mention the word grief, they go to Ecclesiastes and they read the section about there's a time for everything, a season under the sun. Well, I want to talk to you about a couple of other verses that talk about grief, because there's many Christians today that would want to tell you that you're not supposed to grieve. And I find that disturbing, because we are supposed to grieve. Psalm 147:3 says, He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. Then we have 1 Peter 5:7, casting all your anxieties, your grief, on Him because He cares for you. Or how about Matthew 11:28-30, Come to me, all who are labor and heavy laden, I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart. And you will find rest for your souls, for my yoke is easy and my burden is light. See, today there are many people that we personally know, including myself and my wife, have lost a loved one. We've lost work. We've lost things. I've lost, to the most craziest thing in the world, I've lost my glasses. Now, while of course I'm not going to cry over my glasses, my wife is probably going to laugh at me and say, you lost them again. We have more serious things like the loss of loved ones and friends. And grief does something to us that puts us in this path of every kind of emotion you can imagine that you could go through. You're going to go through in this grief. And this is why having this relationship with Christ is so detrimental to your life, because you're completely sheltered in His arms. You have to be. You have to submit yourself and really allow Christ to transform you during this time, because the things you're thinking about, the way you talk, some people get forgetful, some people eat more food, some people are just seem to be perfect when it comes to this. What I mean by perfect is every time you see them, they're not crying, they're all fine. Others, they're completely broken, they're crying. I know we all handle death and grief and different things different ways, but that doesn't mean you're not hurting inside. Not everybody physically expresses it. This is why I think we as brothers and sisters in Christ, we need to help one another, especially during this time. But to go even further, we need to continue to do this day in and day out, because there's so many people grieving and hurting, and you may never know. It could be someone right in your congregation, at your job, at your school. Try and show the love of Christ to someone today and help them where they're at. This has been JMC Bytes. God bless.